Hi everyone, Cody here. So, I'm sitting inside my little mine. This is actually the first time I've come up here since that last video, so I really haven't done anything here. I just got done digging for 1 hour. I've moved 5 wheelbarrow loads of dirt, and just doing that I've realized there's a lot left to move. I mean, look at this. There is roughly 5 feet of dirt here. This is a pile 5 feet high, at least 20 feet long, and all this has got to dig out. Doing it by hand, it's going to take a long time. Ugh. I mean, it's nothing I couldn't do, but I haven't had time for it yet, and it's not likely I'm going to get time for it for the rest of the summer. That's all that I've dug so far. About 5 of those have come out of here. You can see, if I did that every day for a week, I might get to here and still got to dig down another 4 feet. So you're looking at months of work, and that's if I was able to do it every day, which I'm not. So either it's going to take me a long time to do this, or I need to bring some heavy equipment out. I'm going to go talk to my dad, see if he'll let me bring the tractor across the ground over there. If so, if I could bring the tractor out here, it'll only take me about a day to get this finished. That's including the time it takes to get the tractor running and everything. So you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Or at least go talk to him about it. If not, this is something that might just barely get done by the end of the summer, and I won't get to do anything in there. That old diamond shovel really did the trick, didn't it? Yeah, I didn't get quite as much dug out as I wanted to. Like, see how there's this pile of dirt here I wanted to get rid of. But unfortunately, it was getting dark and the tractor was overheating, so I had to take it back. But yeah, I think I got quite a bit done. It's only going to take me maybe a day or two to clear the rest of this out. I thought I'd go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit more. Specifically because the new Horizons space probe, one that's heading to Pluto, is almost at its target. I watched that thing launch back in 2006. It's like 9 years ago. Actually, I remember they delayed the launch. Like, it was, I was off school. I don't remember exactly what day it was, but we were off school, and I was watching the new Horizons probe that was about to launch on the NASA TV. The mission got delayed by a day, which meant that the day after I had to go to school and I wouldn't be able to watch it live. Well, as luck would have it, we had our first ever snow day the next day. So we had like the worst snowstorm that I've ever seen, and I got to stay home and watch the New Horizons probe launch. And now that probe is less than 1 million miles from Pluto. In fact, by the time I get this video uploaded, it'll probably be just a few hours from closest approach. the photos it's brought back already are way better than the little pixelated images I used to make my diagrams back in 6th grade. You know, like you used to make like a model of the solar system. And back then we had to use all 9 planets because Pluto was considered a planet still. You know, I actually made a scale model of the solar system back with Pluto being a planet. Anyway, I'm gonna go dump this and then probably do about 20 more. I'll see you then. Look at the size of this moth. It's like a bird. Look at this. See, here's my hand. There's that moth. It's huge. All right, so 20 wheelbarrow loads later, and as you can see, we can walk all the way into here. It's not nearly as much as I wanted to do. In fact, there's probably another 30 wheelbarrow loads right here waiting to be moved. But that's gonna have to wait for another day, because I'm pooped. He's picking at the recording thing. Yeah, looks like I ended up with about 20 chicks. See them all running around in here. I got a lot of stuff planned for these guys. I mean, half of them will probably end up being food, the other half will be laying eggs, and mainly I need to build a new chicken coop for them now. And they were an incentive to get me to do that. So I might film some of that as well. I had that window over there open last night, and it didn't have a screen in it, so the moths were able to get in, and they were flying at the bulb on this heating lamp here. And those chicks were eating moths all night long. It was awesome. So leave the window open, have your heat lamp, free chicken food. Another thing I did with this batch of chicks is towards the end, when the chicks are actually coming out of the shell, the humidity needs to drop. Usually you accomplish that by taking the water out of the water trays, but to do that I had to take the eggs out and remove the eggs from the incubator for a while I did that, which is always problematic. So what I did is I actually got me a bowl full of calcium chloride, and I set it in there, and I was able to drop the humidity from 60% down to about 30%, and that seemed to help the chicks quite a bit. Initially I had this open to the air, but it was actually dropping it even more than that, so I had to cover it with this paper to reduce the amount of water that it would absorb. As you can see, it's it absorbed quite a bit of water. Yeah, this worked really well. Now all I gotta do is put this in an oven, dry it out again, and it's ready to go. It'll absorb more water. I'm really excited to get to see those pictures of Pluto really close up. Never before seen pictures of a Kuiper Belt object. I've been waiting for it for 9 years, I don't think we're going to get very many pictures like tomorrow, even though that's the time of the closest approach. But because the spacecraft is basically flying past the planet, taking pictures like crazy right now. In fact, I think it's actually so far away and so close to Pluto that if you sent a command right now to tell it to turn or do something, the command wouldn't get there until after it's flown by the planet. It's crazy far. So the spacecraft is just doing its thing, taking pictures, everything that we've told it to do beforehand. It's probably going to be taking pictures of just blank space, because in order to look for new moons, it's going to have to take pictures of just empty space to see if anything's there. And it'll be months before all those pictures get downloaded. Hopefully a couple of good ones get downloaded in the next few days, but it's super exciting. Anyway, I think that's all I got time for today. I'll go ahead and get this video edited and uploaded, and I'll see you next time.